I'm not here for the male gaze anymore. They're not my demo. I mean, men will just toss you aside for like the newest ingenue, and that's fine. You should absolutely do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame you for that. I'm still hot.
Is there a distinct possibility that there may have been underage girls in that?
Come on now.
That's crazy.
I don't know what you're doing.
That's crazy.
That's disgusting what you're doing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what's wild too is that she never apologized for this. No accountability.
If you press the horn on her womb, what it say, D?
Melyssa Ford, please step forward. And the congregation would love to have a word with you. Former video vixen, Melyssa Ford recently has either been ousted or has left the Joe Budden podcast. Her own admission is that it was her choice to leave. Nevertheless, she left the Joe Budden's podcast and is now speaking none too well about her former employers. So we got to break it down and go through it. Shout out to my brothers over there at the Tip Network because they put together a fantastic compilation in regards to the Melyssa Ford situation. But if you're not fully caught up, don't worry. We're going to go through it, including Corey Holcomb's thoughts in regards to the whole situation. But we got to be able to talk about it because what we have here is somebody who was from a bygone era. But this is a story about what happens to your brand, your image, when your looks change and your access is no longer what it used to be. The audience is different, therefore your leverage is different. And if the market shifts and you don't adjust, what can happen? And it's also going to be a story about the utilization of men to maintain that relevancy, and when it no longer benefits you, throwing them under the bus for your continued gain. Without further ado.
But speaking of podcast, still no confirmation as to what happened, but there's a lot of speculation of what happened to Melyssa Ford on the Joe Budden show.
We knew that was going to go bad.
That, because nobody
Somebody
actually
said she
knows.
quit and suing.
Oh, that's been one of the stories floating around there too. So yeah.
What else is she going to do? She's finished.
Many people wanted to know what would happen with Melyssa Ford after she exited the Joe Budden podcast. And for, that time period, she's been a little bit here and there. And she has her own podcast called Hot and Bothered. And on there, she recently had a connection with Charlamagne the God.
I love them. I love them. They take men and brosphere and red pillars to task. And their rhetoric is so respectful towards women. I definitely have an algorithm full of men that are allies to women. And especially, I've had my own experiences of being around a certain type of, a certain group of men who exhibit groupthink. Mm-hmm. And that groupthink tends to lean very misogynistically. So it has an effect on you, as somebody who's just kind of like absorbing it simply just because I'm a woman and I'm the woman in the room kind of thing. It's just.
And what happens is when you put Melyssa Ford on a podcast with somebody who has a PhD like Mark Lamont Hill, somebody who's analytical, more like Joe Budden, what it does is it exposes that she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
And so it's easy to digest that and to reframe that as misogyny, okay? Because a lot of things that women can do that, a woman will say it's not fair, a woman will say, it's not right what you're saying, but a lot of men can re-justify it with our framework and clarify that as unaccountability or not being responsible.
The modern woman's definition for misogyny is man does not agree with me. The term has been so watered down at this point, no man or woman should take a person serious unless they see actual evidence of hate towards women, not disagree with a woman's opinion about something. Let's go.
And so if you don't want to accept that or confront that responsibility, you can then reframe it, or as some guys say, move the goalposts and then try to come back and repackage it as misogyny. Mm-hmm. And this is what she's trying to do. When clearly she doesn't have the ability in those conversations to respond back, to make the other person presenting the argument against her cover territory. She has to either concede the argument or be quiet, or then look like she's being abrasive or look like she's being rude.
I'm not here for the male gaze anymore. Like, that's another thing.
Interesting.
And you know, and you want to
I'm here for that.
I'm not here for it anymore because
Not anymore.
no, because they're not my demo. I mean, men will just toss you aside for like the newest ingenue, and that's fine. You should absolutely do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame you for that. I'm still hot.
She can only.
God, ma'am, you're not here for the male gaze anymore because the male gaze ain't checking for you. You've spent years living off of that attention and monetizing it. You use your looks to build your career, to get into rooms, to collect checks, to be in relationships with the men that you're in relationships with. And now you're almost 50. You've gained weight, your looks are slipping, you're getting older, and your offers are getting lighter. And all of a sudden now, after building your entire career off of the male gaze, I'm above male validation. How convenient of your timing. These women are so quick to offer that a man is misogynistic, complaining about things of the male gaze, complain about that there's a patriarchy. Well, meanwhile, she's monetized the male gaze and she's benefited off of the patriarchy. Men built the system that she participated in and benefited off of. Monetized it. And you return the favor by admonishing men that no longer want to look at your almost 50-year-old ass. Insane. Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep my information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access. But guys, utilize my link down in the description box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you've been compromised. Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down below to try 2 weeks free. That's way more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. Go now.
We get swole dudes at the gym with no ride home. That's what happens after a while, ladies. It doesn't matter if you're still attractive. You're played out to all boss who know what's up with you.
Yeah.
Everybody who's in the know what's up with you. So they will roll in the hay, but nobody's going to commit.
Yeah.
So they have to get their money by suing because, I mean, no baby's going to come out of her at that carburetor womb having that. If you press the horn on her womb, what it say, D?
No, not that. No, that's not.
Check engine light.
Sensational.
I just found an old picture of us, though. Forgot I took that
She
picture.
used to
with
be
me.
cold.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's over for her.
So we'll see.
Look at her. You can see her right there with the makeup on. She got that elderly face on the side.
I can't with you.
And it's not for me to say what happened like I know, but why was she even there? Like, I mean, come on.
They were.
Because he probably used to smash.
Right, she was servicing him somehow. It played out, and she's very annoying.
Well, she used to be on
tries
that.
to make points that go nowhere.
She used to be on that.
I just want the girls to have an exit plan. That's all. That's all I'm saying. If you
Listen, speaking of exit plan, the analogy here is a woman leaving a podcast like this and threatening to sue or actually suing is like a woman engaging in no-fault divorce and getting your ass for alimony. They're both the same thing. On the way out, they're going to kick you where it hurts, in the pockets.
don't do it. I ain't judging you for that,
Sell
but
that
have
box.
an exit plan.
The entrance plan is your looks, your box, your head, whatever. But she right. You gotta have an exit plan. I'm gonna take all these niggas And I'm gonna get a 17-unit building over here, a 38-unit building over
Y'all
here.
keep throwing that. How many chicks you know doing that? And start saying, let me go ahead and take it and get
the older ones. I think the ones that's in
the
their late 30s start realizing I can't sell box forever and I might not get married.
Legends and some of these people in their 40s and that we look at and be like, a lot of them is still out here waiting on their little $10,000 allowance. If you still doing that, you doing this wrong. How well it might sound to the next person. If you still waiting on an allowance from a nigga holding you down, you did the shit wrong. Don't do that face. Say something.
Yeah, where do y'all feel like they be going wrong? Like,
But there are women, they're always around a man who is Bagdoria that they service one way or another.
But then they kind of fell out, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so I'm not shocked that that's going to end in lawsuit. I hope it doesn't. Can I say that loud? I hope it doesn't.
Right.
If she's not on the show, I hope she goes about her way. But she used to be like it was bad watching her try to make points. You're good for sleeping with if you're quiet. If you be quiet, you will find a man who will come home and sleep with you, even though she's older now. She just has to be quiet. If she speaks, she's going to destroy everything.
We just gonna have to add her to that wall banger list. You know what I mean? Strong and independent. Who's on that list? Like Maya, Kerry Hilson, J-Lo, Holly, Tracy Ellis Ross. I mean, the list just, woof. So many examples.
I remember when she made up a whole scenario about Cameron and Mace, saying that they were doing something with underage ladies when they were the ones underage.
I remember one time, I'm glad my man let me talk about the past. We was in the house one time, me and Murder. She sucking his I gotta wait for a second. And so she giving me, he hitting it from the back, and he starts sucking my like that.
Is there a distinct possibility that there may have been underage girls in that?
Come on
now.
That's crazy.
I don't know what you're doing.
That's
crazy. Disgusting what you're doing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what's wild too is that she never apologized for this. No accountability. Same behavior that they all demonstrate.
That's crazy. What are you doing?
Okay, I am not gonna land that plane. Just saying.
That plane should have never even took
That's
off.
not a plane.
First of all, I only like older. Second of all, was 1992. We was underage. That's A and B. We wasn't supposed to be in there.
We have never, ever tried to take nothing from nobody.
Secondly,
we only like people that love us more than we love ourselves.
We have a whole segment on that. Secondly, who was looking out for us?
Yeah, we were young.
Yeah. We wasn't 18. I just turned my 16. I ain't even going into that. More of the story, she said it. I could have went straight to iced tea you in the bathroom for $2,000 when you was doing waitressing. I didn't even go there. You used to in the bathroom. The Kit Kat Club, one of them old ass club. Stop, you're a video vixen. I didn't even get at you the way I should have got at you. I left it alone. I'm like, this is f***ing. Try to say sorry, so I addressed her yesterday.
Right.
What? She said that about him. Now he got some jeans with her face on it right there, right by the crotch. Cameron, this is brilliant, man. Her mouth right there with a zipper part.
With the mouth open.
My goodness. Wow, look at the detail.
I know, I want some fans in the mouth.
Oh my God.
She looked elderly in that picture too. She looked like an old Karen. Do you live in this building? Shut up.
This is exactly why your past matters, because someone gonna know your history. You trying to come at Cameron, and meanwhile he got receipts of things that you never wanted to be released. You can't put these allegations in the air and then expect silence from the men that you're levying them against. That's some serious shit that you just said out loud, talking about trying to land the plane. Excuse me. And no matter what you think, what Cameron did is not misogyny. It's a response to your bullshit. But even though she has the runway to say things like that and never give a formalized apology, somehow exiting the podcast with Joe Buttons is the men's fault because of the type of men that they are. That men are evil and that they did something to you. When men on that podcast sat and listened to you give what-if scenarios that can ruin Cameron's career. Interesting. Who's really the evil one?
And from the story, she extrapolated an entire fantasy to besmirch a man's character. And when she was called down on it, you should have seen her face. She didn't understand what she was doing was wrong because she lives in that modern woman delusion. The delusion that whatever I say has to go. Whatever I say is the truth and nothing but the truth with no evidence whatsoever. Just think about the ramifications of saying that a man did something that heinous, what could have did to his career. She was trying to ruin him right there. You know why? Because she was upset. She was upset that he was on her neck. And this is how women fight back in these situations. Say the most outrageous lie they can, and because they got a pretty face, most of these sick sycophantic fans believe her. Damn.
And again, for a woman to just insinuate that, put that on a man's, out in the industry, out in the air, it's crazy. And again, she took accountability for it after, like the guys had to force her into it. And of course, Cameron didn't accept it. Probably one of the reasons why Cameron didn't accept it, because he probably felt that it was not genuine. You were literally trying to ruin their career.
Right.
And you can't say that happens when Melyssa Ford was interacting with men. Like, nobody is trying to ruin her career.
Right.
Like, hold on, what's going on with you? This is about you. You just flipped the script on us. We over here.
Reverse Uno.
What's going on with her? She dating, single?
Dating.
What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I am dating.
Dating but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions. But I'm not exclusively committed to anyone. But I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
Got her.
We've dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my God.
Never gets old.
No, we
he
have
was somebody's work for 5 years.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years. And yeah, I have spent the block for 5 years. And it's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, your work.
We working together. I haven't had sex in a year. I'm 42. My libido every day, all day is like, so I said to him, well, what if we be companions and do the do and get into this thing and let this take its form?
Meaning sexual partners.
He wants a relationship. He wants to be committed.
You just like the sex.
No. Oh.
Let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years? That's like for real. You can't keep nobody at a distance for 5 years. I ain't never done no shit like
I
that.
am not vitamin D deficient.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
So you waiting on that?
No, I'm not waiting on it. And I don't have him waiting.
So the D is good.
Oh.
Let's keep it. I mean, it's like, dude.
He put on his red pajamas and feel like he's supposed to get spicy tonight.
This is clear.
Oh my God.
I know her. She from Long Beach.
I'm
don't try to come with the suit jacket, the boots. She's still and the glow.
You know what I mean?
You still from Long Beach. I'm from Inglewood. I can see that.
I am from San Pedro, a small community in the city of Los Angeles.
I can see through all of that.
Yes, he has great qualities. He does well in all that he does with me. He just emotionally
That ain't what I asked you. I asked you about his job and all that.
He does well.
Shine Brian's been dealing hit after hit after hit. You think all the metaphorical body blows, jabs, and right hooks would have made her quit by now. But round after round and after every bout, she just will not stay down. And just like her buddy Melyssa Ford, she's gonna keep on getting up, even when you find her down on all four. Get your mind out the gutter. But it is a serious matter when she labels all men that enjoy the men's content out there as a bunch of red pillars that do not care about what women go through.
Birds of a different feather all flocking together. Same weaponized terms when you speak ill of their mindsets. And really, I just take it back to the results that you want up out of your life. Whose lifestyle should you try to follow depending upon their results? So ladies, do you want their lifestyles to be your future? 43 to 50 years old with rotations, spinning the block? Well, I can tell you I don't want that for you. That's why you got to continue on looking beyond these people as influence.
If you listen to, I don't know, any comment section right now in some gender worry, whatever, you will see a bunch of black women or women in general saying, men, please go to therapy. We're
Yes.
begging you to go to therapy. And there still seems to be this collective resistance.
I feel tolerated. I feel like a pervert. That's the energy that I'm getting. It makes me feel sometimes like, is this intentional? Are you trying to minimize me? I'm frustrated, and then I'm dealing with a partner who's making me feel like my frustration is oppressing them or making them feel bad themselves. So now I have to uproot my feelings, forget about them, and then worry about her.
But let's go back to the original question. First of all, you said that the problem for you is that it's on Josh's, I don't know what to call it, clock or...
Yeah. I mean, it feels like...
It's just whack.
Yeah, why men do not like the idea of therapy represented in one damn clip.
We've already seen she does not walk a mile in a man's shoe, as she's out here accusing men of not going to therapy. But what it shows us polite savages, lady polite savages, is she has the inability, not even a teaspoon of empathy, to sympathize with a man's plight.
It's not that I don't believe that there is a huge swath of the male population that is interested in growth and evolution and their mental health. I think that the manosphere, red pill nation podcast bros, I think that they are so much louder.
One of the reasons and some of the things that people have been speculating about when it comes to why Melyssa Ford decided to either leave Joe Budden's podcast, amicably split with Joe Budden's podcast, or get fired from Joe Budden's podcast. And the context behind this is basically red pillars, misogynistic, enemies of women, choose the bear. If I met a stranger or the bear in the wood, I'd choose the bear. At least I didn't know the bear was trying to...
Would you rather cross paths with a random man or a random bear on a hike?
I'll take the bear.
The bear could be safe, the man could be dangerous, the man could be safe, the bear could be dangerous.
Okay, I'll bite bear. Sure.
Okay. Bella, would you rather be trapped in a cage with a random bear or a random man?
I want to be friends with a bear because I like animals. Like, I would be more scared of a
But
man.
trapped in a cage?
random man, like, that's scary.
Would you rather cross paths with a man or a bear in the forest?
I picked bear.
Bear. I picked bear.
It's very alarming that women would rather take a chance with a wild animal who is extremely unpredictable over a man who can possibly not do none of those things. That there is a potential with a man. There is no potential with the bear. None.
Right.
He's going to kill or kill later. So for women to pick the bear over a man who can potentially build a fort with you, make a campfire, and just totally assume he's going to hurt you, they just assume such negativity about men. It's just kind of disturbing to hear that. It's like, I would never take a chance with a wild, ravaging bear.
It's wild watching a Melyssa Ford complain about content within the sector. Meanwhile, you have a swath of women who will choose the bear over the man. But see, she'll never talk about any of that. She'll never have real life conversations as to why that is, and will remain shocked as to why men watch men-centric content in order to learn a little bit more about the world around them, and why a woman will say on a podcast that she'll choose a goofy ass bear, or not even goofy. Let me call it what it is. A murderous ass bear that 100% of the time at the moment hunger strikes them will eat you alive. Meanwhile, it is an infinitesimally lower percentage of men that would harm you if you are in danger. But instead of addressing their inbred hate for the man based off of whatever trauma that they've experienced within her life, I mean, she's involved in an industry where she has to think of a man lesser than. She's monetizing her body in a way that's sort of psychotic in nature, right? She has to separate the very real feeling of love and attraction because she has to utilize her body as a tool, or did rather, to draw more eyes towards a product, right? A music video product, whatever that it was. So having to separate that activity and that behavior or a long period of time is going to create this bad relationship with men because you are essentially being utilized for the gaze, which may breed contempt. And then that contempt can show up decades later while attributing your relationship with the men on the podcast towards some incel red pill manosphere shit. But anyway, that's all that I wanted to talk about with this subject. I'll leave a link to the compilation down in the description box down below. Again, shout out to Tip Network. Guys, let me know what you think in regards to this content down in the comment box. Do you agree with the things that I'm saying? Do you not agree? Light up that comment section. Let's continue to have these conversations. And until next time, peace.
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound with his MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.